Note 9 has been here for more than a year, and I feel it's still a strong flagship phone when compared to other flagship phones out there. And I'm not saying it because I currently own it, or am I? A lot of people will obviously want to compare how the cameras of both these phones perform against each other. There is definitely a bump in the price, but how much of that extra money is worth for the cameras? Let's check it out. Hey everyone, Mukul here and welcome to the Samsung headquarters of Unported Industries, which does not exist. I received the Note 10 from a friend for just a few hours so I tried to make the best use of the lighting conditions and this comparison. In this poor lit shot, the Note 9 10 is clearly more saturated, but when we zoom in, the Note 9 shot clearly has more details on it. The difference was quite wide and I was surprised how the Note 9 was able to perform better than the Note 10's picture in this particular case. Anyway, in this next shot, the details to me seem just a tad more on the Note 9 again, but overall there is less reason to complain here as there was ample light on both the shots. Both the phones support 2x optical zoom and the results were quite similar when there is ample light in the scene. Here the Note 10 shot looks like it got more light on it, but as we zoom in, the Note 9 shot looks more crisp. The Note 10 shot got a little hazy by the end. I could be easily blamed for that, but I'd appreciate if nobody does that. In this 2x zoom shots, the Note 9 is clearly more saturated and show more details on it. So it kinda looks like the rear camera of the Note 10 hasn't been really upgraded well, or at least well enough, which justifies more money for it. The Note 10 Plus also comes with an ultra-wide lens on it, and here you can see the wide difference in the wideness, but like most of the phones, the ultra wide does not capture much details on it anyway. In this challenging sun on your face shot, both the phones captured a quite similar picture. But here is where things get a little weird. After a little warm up, the slow lit shot looked better on the Note 10 Plus, and it definitely looks more brighter and detailed. Contrary to how it performed earlier with the Note 9, Samsung truly works in mysterious ways. Even when I turned the night mode on, the Note 10 shots looks way more crisp and brighter. The newer processor is definitely playing its battles nicely here. The portrait shots on the Note 9 has always sucked, but if you look closely, the edge detection is also horrible on the Note 10. So many years and still these phones are trying to figure out how to properly use the edge detection and how to properly fade the edges of the outer boundary of your face or your body and give a more natural bokeh if you can get it. So it's kind of sad to see that these companies are still struggling to do that properly. Still a little sad to see these expensive phones performing as bad as any cheaper phones out there when it comes to edge detection. However, I would prefer the Note 10 shot here any day over the Note 9. There are also more modes to play with like this super ultra fake bokeh shot, which is not at the moment present on the Note 9, but I couldn't care any less. I'm never like those. I try to keep my shots natural like my life. There is no artificial limbs inside my body. Yet. The macro shot looked more details on the Note 9. The Note 10 shot is pretty aggressive with its depth of field. No matter to which phone I have compared the Note 9's macro shot, it has always performed better. It was also as good as the iPhone 11 shot, which I also made a video and you can check it out on the cards above or in the description below. And this is how the video quality is from the rear camera at 4K. I know the stabilization is on both the phones. And for some odd reason, whenever the stabilization is on my Note 9, the video comes out to be a little jittery. I have all the latest updates and everything, but it's just odd. And in the next video, I might just show with stabilization off. So right now the stabilization is off on both the phones, and as you can see, the Note 9 is not jittering anymore, but of course everyone would want to use that feature. Otherwise, what's the point of this phone? And this is how the stabilization is at full HD from the rear cameras. So I think it's the processor of the Note 9 which is unable to now manage the 4K with stabilization on. As you can clearly see, the video jittered like a mad chicken neck on the Note 9 at 4K and video stabilization on. Once turned off, it was fine and the video quality looked more or less the same on both the phones. The Full HD with stabilization on behaved better on the Note 9 than its 4K, but the Note 10 one looked a little bit better and the stabilization was kinda same on both the phones. If the Note 9 didn't have these issues, I would have said that both of the phones perform almost the same in their video recording capabilities. And now I can confirm that after the Note 9's One UI 2.0 update, which runs on Android 10, the 4K 60fps with video stabilization on comes out with no lag or jittering issues. I will also be making a video if the update improves the Note 9 performance or not. So do subscribe for it. Where the Note 10 has definitely improved in its front camera. The picture had better dynamic range and details on it. Even in the low light scenarios, the Note 10 picture looked a tad better. The gap between how better they were than Note 9 does decreases in low light, but they were still a tad better. And this is how the video quality is from the front camera at Full HD. I think the Note 10 is a bit wider, even though I had set both the cameras at the wider mode. And this is how the video quality in a little poor lighting conditions. It's not totally night right now and the phone is about to go back, so yeah, I have to do what I can with whatever situation and resources I have right now. And now the light is on my face, the indirect light, and now there's no light on my face, it's all right behind me. What was that? The front camera of the Note 10 captures a wider view. There was less noise on the Note 10 video too and way better dynamic range. But it looked like the Note 9 captured more details on its video. In low light too, the Note 10 captured more light in the video, and this time the Note 9 captured more details, as in the earlier case. So yeah, there's absolutely no reason to upgrade to Note 10 if you currently own the Note 9 for the cameras, except for the Note 10 having a little better camera on the front of it. The rear camera more or less performed the same, and after the One UI 2.0 update on the Samsung Note 9, which runs on Android 10, the 4K video capabilities, the stabilization was also as smooth as the Note 10's video recording capabilities. And if you want to save money, then also just go for the Note 9 instead of super expensive Note 10 or Note 10 Plus at the moment. If the camera isn't your only focus and you have a good budget or ton of money to spend on a new phone, then go out and buy the Note 10 or Note 10 Plus. Why did you even waste your time on this video? Subscribe and like for more relevant content like this and to support this tiny channel. That's all for today. MewBot out.